That was actually really harder than I looked. That was harder than the tent looked. Let me tell you, I may have lost a few parts for that cook thing over there, but you know what? It's standing, and that's all that matters. I think the next thing that matters is to make sure nothing explodes when I cook in it. So there's that. So guys, it's Camp NaNoWriMo time, which means a load of you out there are writing novels, putting together poetry, short stories, drafting novels, doing a bunch of stuff. Bug. And just maybe, you're just done. You're just done camping, you know? There's a bug. There's a bug. Bug. You're done with the bugs. You're done with the lack of hot water. You're done with the lack of a roof and a floor and walls and cooking on that. Now I realize that some of you are probably in a nice, gorgeous cabin in the woods by a lake, and you're not in a tent that has fallen down with a dog that's slowly sneaking out. But just saying, for those of us, everyone camping, no matter your living circumstances, and you just want to stop, you know, who's it gonna hurt, right? You know, if you stop writing, who's it gonna hurt? Nobody. So why not just stop? Like, you know what, I just was over exuberant with my idea that I would do this in a month's time. What was I thinking? I quit. It's easy to stop when you've like lost a screw to your cook thing and you can't find the peg for your tent thing, and the mosquitoes are just going nuts and they have more enthusiasm than you do, and you're just done. You know what I mean? Done. You can't do that. Why? Number one, it's a pain to take down a tent. You gotta just, you know, buck it up and stay out there the rest of the weeks, because a tent is a pain to put. Seriously, why do they make tents so big, fit into such a small bag? It doesn't make any sense. Why does a tent bag have to be so tiny? So, I'm here to get you motivated, because this was hard to set up, and if you're not motivated by the end of this video, all this was for nothing. Get up, get up, get up. Okay, we got it. You can do it. Do you know why I know you can do it? Because you started. And the most important thing about writing is starting. You can't have anything written if you never start. And so here you are, halfway through this camp time, and you've started. And maybe you are covered in mosquito bites, figuratively speaking, or maybe literal, you know, whatever. And you're just itching to be done. See what I did there? So here's what you need to do. Don't stop. Because the next step for writing a project is the most obvious one possible. Don't stop writing. You've started, which is the biggest feat. You can't write anything if you never start. So you've started. If you run out of pencil lead, go burn some sticks and make charcoal stuff and write that way. Where's my pencil? Where's my pencil? Or you could also just, you know, drive to the local office place and buy pencils. If you run out of battery, build a solar powered rechargeable station and keep writing. Don't stop. Or you could just, you know, go find an outlet and plug in, but you know what I mean. Think of the end goal. Think of, at the end of this month, you're gonna have so much accomplished. You're gonna push through. You may be sleep deprived, you may be overwhelmed, you may have been pushed to the brink, and you know, are just have way too much coffee in you, and you're just running around in circles. But you know what? It's you've done it. You have done it. So keep going. And if you feel like giving up, just don't. That's how simple it is. Just type one more word, then put a space, then another word, and then a space, and you just keep putting word after word after word. And by the time this month is over, you'll have a ton of words done, and who cares if it's terrible? You know, first drafts can be as bad as possible, but you know what? It's done, because that's where the editing comes in. You can do this. I believe in you. Seriously, I believe in you. That's why I made this and that and drink bug juice, because I believe that you can do this. And I want you to know that I may not know your name and what you're writing, but I believe in you because you're a writer and you have a voice and it needs to be heard. And so you're taking this time, you're dedicating this month to making your voice heard. And that is so important. So don't give up. Put one word after the next. There's always time for editing. Believe me, there's plenty of time for editing. Editing is always waiting for you on the other side. So don't worry if it's crappy. Just keep writing, because finishing is your goal. So drop me a comment, or you can tweet me at SCKlisky. Tell me if you're doing Camp NaNoWriMo. Let me know what you're writing. If you're writing a novel, poetry, short stories, whatever, tell me. I'd love to talk to you. And I'll see you at the end of the month when you will have finished your project and you're gonna feel awesome, and we can give each other virtual high fives, okay? And cheers. And I just want to give a big shout out to John, who suggested that I do a video about Camp NaNoWriMo motivation mid-month deal. I hope you liked it, John, and I hope the rest of you liked it. And yeah. Hey, do you want to go in the tent? Ready?